Hey. Audio jungle. Audio jungle. Welcome to News from Bed. We're back. Take a load off, settle in. Tell us how you watch this podcast. Are you on your TV? You know, maybe you get your hot cocoa ready, your mixed drink.
I was thinking to start the show. I actually got something for you to read.
Oh, already?
Can you read something for me to start the show out?
Yeah. I just read it.
Just read it.
Okay, it doesn't look like something I read. Yeah, okay. So this is what James wanted me to read. It is a monkey with eyes that kind of look like Dolly Parton. No, who am I thinking? This looks like a woman. What is this? Who does this look like? Leave a comment below. She has very womanly. I'm not even talking about her as a monkey because her eyes are so, and her lips.
Looks like someone who complained to me when I was a server. The fries are a little too salted, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you didn't finish peeling my banana.
I'm actually very hungry, and so if you could put my order in and have it come up before anyone else who was here before.
Oh, do you know who this looks like? Is Donald Trump Jr.'s wife, Laura Trump or whatever?
Yeah, what's her name?
Alana Trump.
Guilfoyle?
Something like that. That looks
Kimberly
like
Guilfoyle?
If you were to look at this, would you think it's a monkey or man? Leave a comment below. Yeah. Where did you find that?
I Googled weird monkey.
And how much ink did you have to use to...
Listen, this is going on the company credit card, how much ink I had to use.
Oh, okay. The infamous company credit card?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, now we're doing a... If you fold it, you can actually see a plane flying into the Twin Towers. Oh, okay. Now that looks like my aunt.
My uncle.
Yeah, thank you guys for being here, of course.
Sorry.
We're very, very pleased to be here. Thank you for enduring last week's episode as I came to terms with the assassination of Charlie Kirk. I am at this point over it. Moving on. I've accepted it. Yeah, we actually, surprisingly, we gained subscribers. We could not believe, we thought maybe we would lose a bunch, but no, it seems like you guys still enjoyed the episode.
You guys are the dogs, huh?
You guys are the dogs.
Y'all still locked in?
You come here for the show, and you know that it's going to be unexpected. We have a lot of surprises in today's episode. Some of you left voice memos. Some of you called in, so we'll be playing those back for you.
Yeah, they emailed in voice memos.
Voice memos. I don't know why you can just type an email. That's fine, too. It's actually another step to send a voice memo.
Guys, please send us voicemails. Record yourself on your iPhone, email it to us. The email's below.
That's right. newsfrombed@gmail.com. And
newsfromgmail@bed.com.
Yep. And here's a little hint. If you send me a book by email, I'm not going to read it. And it's not because I don't want to read it. It's because, like, it's a PDF. Like, I'm not going to sit at my computer and scroll through, or on a phone. I can't read on a phone, you know?
I'm going to copy and paste your long-ass email, put it in ChatGPT, and say, tell me what this is saying in 2 sentences.
Exactly.
And you know what it says? Love the feet. Thanks for the pod.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, I would prefer a just, hey, nice socks than, 20 paragraphs of you explaining to me why my worldview is incorrect. But all in all, I appreciate the comments. I like the discourse. I do read them, no matter how heinous they are. Sometimes the more heinous.
On last week's episode.
Yeah, a lot of comments. Some completely missed the message, and I'm not saying the ones that like tried to create some discourse. I mean, like just the feet guys. It is funny. You can just talk from like a serious point of view, and there's just like a window to like another guy who's not even really paying attention. He's just kind of like enjoying the podcast in his own particular way.
He found his own way.
He found his own way. And that's what's beautiful about this country.
Life finds a way.
You know what's not beautiful about this country, James, is my favorite comedian of all time has been canceled. I'm, of course, referring to the great Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmy's?
Recently, his show was pulled off the air.
So who knows if he'll come back? I feel like he'll probably come back.
I think he'll come
back.
back.
Just let it like fester over. It was a little bit frustrating as a perspective from a comedic point of view. A lot of comedians coming out being like, that show is not very good, but, you know, it kind of stinks that they're just doing that by, like, threatening FCC licenses and shit like that. I didn't even think anything Kimmel said about Charlie Kirk was that, like, you know, inflammatory.
I
didn't
think,
even think he
the news says worse stuff. Like, CNN says worse stuff.
I think Trump just hates Kimmel. I think all the Republicans hate Kimmel because he goes up there and he cries and, like, you know. I don't even know who really likes Jimmy Kimmel at this point. I don't know who's watching that show. It was always odd to me that he had his own talk show. He's an odd character.
Yeah.
Because, like, he came up through, like, radio with, like, Adam Carolla and The Man Show and shit. And so I'm a little bit confused about his trajectory even as like an entertainer.
Yeah, and you know, I talked to Michael about this because, like, you know, Michael Good, host of the Morning Good podcast, because like we both kind of shared the same sympathy, and like one thing I was saying to him was like, you know, whether it's Donald Trump or whatever Republican voices, I don't even want to say Republican voices, but like during COVID and stuff, when people were getting deplatformed and all that, the conservatives did build up a little bit of credit in that way, whether or not like it's like,
and it's time to burn that stockpile of credit.
Well,
I guess,
yeah.
right now,
So they
conservatives got like it was like, oh, well, we'll be reasonable compared to people who aren't being reasonable. And people like kind of flocked over to there to be more interested in their perspective because Republicans and conservative media only operates in any sort of positive, interesting way as like the outsider, as like the one who's like chipping away at like a narrative. And so if you do start to engage with that perspective or you see things that you kind of slightly agree with that may be outside of your usual political spectrum, I think it's really odd as they keep discussing like they are like the vocal minority or they're like actually there's a lot of Republicans out there that are secret Republicans, and it's like, didn't Trump just like win in a blowout election? Isn't Fox News the #1 cable news network? Like, how much are you guys gonna feel like you're somehow the minority fighting against like
you're the authority now.
You're not fighting against some vast like liberal movement. It only operated well and it kind of grew under Obama. It's like we're gonna be the conservative voices because they're pushing so far. You look fucking, and you know,
it's just
10
like
years on, it's like, oh, well.
You know, you build up this standing that you're for free speech, and then you blow it all on Jimmy Kimmel. It just seems like, first of all, nobody would have even seen that clip if it wasn't posted on Twitter to try to make people angry. Mm-hmm. They said his viewership was 129,000 viewers on average, which is like a tenth of what a lot of podcasts get now. So it's like, why do you care so much to get him off
Kimmel
the air?
seems like he also has a decent operation. I think it's very family oriented. He's got like a lot of his like old friends and family like working for him, operating the system and stuff, and like, you know, he's doing his thing, you know, his side. I always thought it was funny how he has Guillermo as his side, you know, piece or whatever it's called.
Yeah,
like
the guy that gets high. Doesn't he get high or something?
Does he get high? I don't know.
Or no, that's a Kimmel thing where there's like people who get high and then they're like, which one of these people is high?
Oh, interesting.
And they put like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo next to like a grandmother and they're like, actually, the grandmother was high. And I'm like... I actually don't believe anyone was high, but that's like
it's just funny to me. Like Kimmel's whole show, like I only really ever paid attention to Jimmy Kimmel Live, like when it would be all the parents send in the videos of them telling their kids they ate all their Halloween candy.
Yeah.
Like that's like the only time I ever interact with Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Yeah.
Someone hosted it. That was interesting. Someone like subbed in and hosted for him and had a guest. I forget who it was.
Oh, you know who it was? Was Marvel Woman.
Brie Larson.
Brie Larson came out with the best tits, probably to this day, the best public tits I've ever seen.
I walked by her on a street in New York.
Does she smell like cheese?
She just looked like radiant. You could tell she was like a high tier A-list celebrity when you walked by her. But it was weird as she was walking with like a guy who was like 5'2", bald and like really fat, and kind of had like a gay vibe to his outfit.
Yeah,
and I was like, "What is this duo? Like, that's not her husband, right?"
No, that's her manager.
Yeah, it's
probably.
like her her publicist or something. I was like, "What is this?" But yeah, me and Kendra were walking in the West Village, and then we like looked at each other like, "Is that what?
If you're a publicist,
is that the marvelous Miss Marvel?"
Miss Marvel. If you're a publicist and you're ugly, just don't be near the person, because there's going to be a photo taken, and you're gonna take away from her beauty.
Yeah, she was pretty stunning though.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
She's a little. I think these celebrities, when they become famous, they have to find like their angle of like how they're gonna operate in like a talk show setting, or like what's their like character when they're not playing a character in a movie.
Right.
And she kind of chose one that didn't really fit or was likable at all.
She just chose.
She's like, I'm gonna be like
bitch.
a catty bitch. Yeah. I don't know why you would choose that as your thing. I mean, and it's just because like I get it. Like when Captain Marvel came out, everyone was like, "Oh, the first female-led Marvel movie, and it stinks." It's like, well, guys, have you seen the other Marvel movies?
Yeah, you're
mad at her for a systematic problem with the thing that she's just making a bunch of money off.
You can be a bitch if you're a woman. As we all know,
and I love them. I love a mean woman.
But also, like, you got to think about like, if you're like a hot girl who's a bitch, that's more annoying than like a Jenna Tortuga who's like an emo, like life is miserable kind of bitch. That's more of a vibe.
Aubrey
Plaza, just like a like cunty kind of like
Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Ruth bitch.
Our famous goth queens.
When are we gonna get a goth senator? Okay. Wouldn't that be great if, like, all black?
I vote no.
No. And they're like, you vote no for everything. They're like, I don't want anything ever to happen.
What's the point?
What's even the point? Yeah. When are we going to start getting that kind of a you know, we talk about like black and white and women and whatever, but it's like, when are we going to get like the white guy with dreadlocks? The closest like kind of thing we've gotten is the Fetterman, who's like, my thing is having a crazy looking head that looks like I got hit in the head with a giant mallet. Yeah. And I wear shorts.
Yeah. People are like, oh, he had a stroke and things are changing about him. Like, no, I think all the liquid floating around in his skull finally made it to his brain. He's got some extra fluids. Listen, Kimmel got fired, and you know what? If you want to line up that first, this is kind of a way I could transition the conversation into being about me, because I love doing that. But this is my perspective on Kimmel and Colbert.
All in one?
All in one.
Michael is gone. Tupac is gone. Prince is gone. Whitney is gone. Amy Winehouse is gone. David Bowie is gone. But I'm still standing.
What an insane person! That. It's like, oh, my time to shine. oh wait, Colbert and fucking Kimmel are gone. Maybe Late Night Live could take a
listen. As soon as I heard the news, the first thought in my head was not free speech is gone forever. The first thought was, there is a vacancy right now in a medium where I know the exact guy to fill the shoes. I know him too. This might be the start of a snowball effect, James, that gets you in front of a camera with a writing staff. Because I imagine you being like, this is how I imagine. I honestly had like a fantasy about you that wasn't sexual. But it was you. I was lying in bed.
It makes it seem like it was, and you were fighting off how sexual it was.
Yeah. Do you know what's interesting? When I have fantasies, I'm always facing this way in my bed, never that way.
On your side
like this. And I imagine you walking out. They said, "Ladies and Jonathan."
Ladies and Jonathan.
Already, it's funnier than Kimmel. Already, it's funnier than Kimmel.
Ladies and Jonathans, it's time.
Put your hooves together.
For you don't know him. He's not famous. Ladies and gentlemen, why not take
James motherfucking Dollar?
Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen?
You come out to like a Nick DiPaolo comedy special, like kind of and then this is what you do. You go,
Late Night Live was filmed in front of a live studio audience.
You go like this, dude. I've put a lot of thought into that. And you go, ladies and gentlemen, I have one thing to say. Whether you're left wing or right wing, we need both wings to fly. Doves
That's
come
incredible.
out. You're like, we're not doing politics here. We're doing comedy. All of a sudden, pie in the face.
Yeah. Some people call it politics. I call it politricks.
A pile of tricks.
Yeah, and then Pitbull comes. That's a Pitbull line.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. They call it politics. They call it politricks.
Pitbull comes out like on a sleigh pulled by pit bulls.
I know you want me.
I know you want me. I know you want me. I know you want you. And then from
1, 2, 3, 4. Late Night Live and a little bit more.
Uno, dos, tres.
I know you want me. And I'm like dancing. Like the whole intro, the whole show is just the intro.
Yeah, exactly.
Whether you're, I'll try to line up. Whether you're left wing or you're right wing, baby, we need both them wings to fly. Welcome to Late Night Live, baby. Thanks for coming out, everyone. There's 6 people in the audience of my NBC debut.
Yeah.
I don't want to sell Late Night Live out to someone else. I would take some sponsors on, but I think we definitely got to get some cameras on that bitch because it really is. Go watch any other late night show, then come get a flight from where I assume most of our audience is in like rural Arkansas.
Tacoma.
Yeah, Tortuga with Jenny, and they take a flight to Tampa, see Late Night Live. You'll see what late night's supposed to be like.
Exactly,
it's supposed to be a fun, good old time. I just think
you bring up a good point though that this whole like TV network thing, it's done. It's over.
Everybody spent the last 15 years when I've been online mentally that I've been paying attention, desperately waiting for their opportunity to sell out in comedy. Mm-hmm. All of these people that you see are waiting for their opportunity to sell out. Even in New York, you sit at open mics, you go to shows, you run around town, everyone's just talking, and their plans are basically glorified explanations of really nuanced, interesting ways for them to sell out.
Yes.
And I'm really tired of it, dude. That would have been a good one for you to hit.
Yeah, I realized that after.
No, I think like selling out is it's such like a fundamental part. I heard Bo Burnham talk about YouTube once, and it really changed my perspective on how you can operate a lot of these things, where he was like, we had this website that anyone could start making content and grow their own audience and speak directly to people, and you kind of foster your own community and you build your own content, and it also has revenue streams. Mm-hmm. And it all got big and big and big and got bigger and bigger and bigger. For what? For there to be this is his words. He's like, for there to be like billboards in Hollywood with famous people from YouTube on them. Like it just became the same thing again.
Right.
All of you had these unique opportunities to grow your audience, and all you did was desperately wait for the mainstream content hubs and mainstream
to just completely neuter you.
Yeah, to neuter you because you have to read advertisements for fucking Baby Bell ice cream or whatever. It's like I don't get it. I don't get the. I don't know. I think everyone's kind of desperate for their opportunity to be like a writer on something like SNL or shit. And like when I was younger, that was definitely my dream. I moved to New York with dreams of trying to write for TV, trying to get myself out there, trying to put myself in better positions. And like, it's just a bummer at the end of the day, dude, because like we could all be doing way more interesting things.
Yeah, we also like got to do stand-up comedy with some of these SNL writers, like fucking Vanessa Jackson and whatever Charlou Wabu, and they fucking suck. They are not funny. They're not like even interesting. They're just the type of person that is always smiling and happy. So it's like, yeah, they're not gonna disrupt a writer's room. But like, who is in that writer's room that is taking big swings? I don't think anyone. We watched like a clip from SNL, and I know this is like everyone obviously feels similarly about SNL, unless you're like Harry Potter type of nerd kind of kid.
Unless you have the Deathly Hallows tattoo, you're pretty much against SNL.
But we saw this clip where it was like Jack Black was hosting like an open jam where you walk up and you bring an instrument and start playing. And I think they're playing like Sweet Home Alabama. And the joke of the premise of the thing was that everybody plays the bass. So there was like 6 different bass players up there, which is in itself a funny premise. And then they go and they put like this girl out there with like a big ass and big fake tits. And it's like, well, now I'm not even watching the show anymore.
Yeah, I'm jerking off.
I'm jerking off.
In the shower.
Saturday night fucking lube on my dick.
Yeah, Saturday night liven up my goddamn balls. It's odd,
so
dude.
It's like,
and
why
it's like,
do that?
It's cool. I always think it is cool when you see the new announcements of people that are new cast members, but it's just like kind of like, it's like voting for Donald Trump. Like you think it's going to be different, and then it's just always the same.
Right.
And we only have 2 examples of that, but it's like, it is kind of like that where you're like, oh, this time these guys are actually going to change it up. It's like, no, the act of ascending to that level, it's fine, dude, because people that accept those roles, it's like they're willing participants in that experience, and it's whatever, dude. But like when you think about late night, it's like late night centers around a singular personality that evolves around him, and obviously, like, I'm not trying to like say this out of turn, but it's like if I'm the Earth of late night live, you're like the moon, you know, like I couldn't have tides without you and stuff.
I'm made of cheese.
Yeah, you're made of cheese.
I'm forcing women to have periods.
Yep. Famous moon facts. They force women to have.
China has been trying to get to me for years.
Yeah, they can't figure it out. Dude. But no, I just think like there's this way of doing things where you don't have to do everything the way everyone else does. And when you see someone like Kimmel get let go, it's like, well, Kimmel's like an old guard guy, you know? It's not something that it's like. Yes, it's not the greatest, you know, context, but like, what was Kimmel's plan? He's gonna do this till he's fucking 90 years old.
I think that's everyone's plan, because they get paid so much that they're like, oh, I'll just do this until they force me to stop, because like Kimmel's not the one writing any of this shit. Like there's an entire there's probably like 60 people. Like when I saw Nikki Glaser do her like roast thing for, who was it?
Tom
Brady. She did the roast of Tom Brady. And I thought she did great. I was like, oh, these are great jokes, whatever. And then she posted a photo after, and she's like, thank you to my writers. There was 19 guys in a room. Right. It's like, who are you? Right. I want to know who you are. I don't know who anyone is. It's always behind the scenes people doing all this shit. And it's like, where is the talented person? Like, because they talk about, they're like, oh, now it's Theo Von's turn to be. It's like, Theo Von is not a late night host. No. And who's going to write in Theo Von's voice?
No one can. Also, he's perfectly suited for what he's doing, which is like long form, just conversational talking interviews with people from all walks of life. I think that's an interesting way to see him be able to do stuff like that.
And it just shows his like, you want his viewership to be cut by 90%, you know?
Yeah, what are you desperate for, to run to television? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. The internet is where everyone's watching shit.
Nobody even owns the streaming sites to watch these. Do you guys understand? Because they're all on like obscure like Peacock and like Paramount Plus. Like,
yeah, what is ABC's streaming service? I think ABC's owned by Walt Disney.
Yeah.
So it's like, Jimmy Kimmel, what are you up there next to Iron Man and Mickey Mouse? Like, are you like,
yeah.
It's just like, guys, like, you gotta. It's like a bullshit ass time. Everything's so integrated with like corporate crap and like all this type of language. You have to watch what you say all the time. You have to be like, and I just think like, I don't even know about things when you get to that level. I'm sure you have to like kill some of your darlings and shit and find like ways to be able to operate. But
sure,
I think it's just way more interesting to go your own way. Just like News from Bed, dude. It's like some people start podcasts and it's like you see them like Beck Bennett and Kyle Mooney, 2 former SNL cast members, have a new podcast on the HeadGum Network, and their whole podcast is called like "What's Our Podcast?" And the guest comes on and they tell us what we should do for our podcast, and then we try it. Oh, so your whole pitch for your podcast is something that like I would have come up with as like a 19-year-old.
Yeah,
it's just like it's like, dude, you're supposed to be like too. That's the thing too, is like you realize like the legitimacy that people get from these like bigger brand shows actually doesn't make them any more interesting or creative, because at the end of the day they still do shit that you're like rolling your eyes at. So Kimmel's like, whatever, dude. I mean, he's got some interesting bits. He's got some different stuff, and it sucks for the reasons why he was let go. But also, on the other hand, in a smaller sense, I'm just like, well, Kimmel, like, I don't know, man. What were you really doing besides crying? You know,
Yeah.
like what revolutionary concepts are any of these ancient people bringing stuff? And granted, like, I see the other shit on the internet, dude. Like, there's the guy who does Absolute Show, which is not a very good show. You can check that out. I mean, it's not very good.
Yeah,
and
I call it Absolutely Not.
Yeah, absolute blow my ass out.
Absolute go home and try to figure your life out.
Yeah, absolutely. But and then there's like the trans one. I forget what that one's called. It's like there's like a trans woman that hosts
Trading Spaces.
Yeah. Trading faces for a man's face. But I don't know. There's like shit like that it's like these are the things bubbling up. They just seem like they're waiting for their opportunity to be able to go mainstream or getting for it's like everyone. There's a woman I know in New York, and you've met her before too, and I won't name her until we get to
Agatha
the Patreon.
Christie.
Yep, it's Agatha Christie, famous author. No, and it's like there's this crew of women in New York. They're stand-ups and they're comics and they're improv people, and they've had like 6 different versions of like a late night talk show. And then I just saw that there's like a new one now, and it's like, I think you guys really like doing photo shoots to promote your show.
Oh my God.
I think you like having posters on your Instagram more than you actually like building an interesting format for a show.
You can tell a comic is absolute dog shit when they have like 13 different headshots.
Yeah, and different outfits, different backgrounds, different style of photography. And
right.
It's like, I get it, but like what's the passion?
Yeah, and who are you? Like, why should I care about you?
Your content should be self-evident. But what they're doing is they're getting more interested in the marketing on the beforehand part before they ever get interested in building the show that could be interesting.
Right.
I think like Late Night Live was cool to me because we had been doing this stuff and I wanted to do this stuff live. And then the second I did the stuff live, I was like, this would be a lot better with a live band and just leaning fully into this being a late night talk show, like a show. Just like we talk about News from Bed. It's like, it's not really a podcast, guys. You can't really watch it, listen to it while you're driving around. You kind of have to watch it like you're watching a show.
We make very subtle eyebrow gestures so you can understand what's going on, the complexity.
And it's whatever. Everyone can do whatever the fuck they want because you have a limited amount of time on Earth and you should spend your time doing interesting things. I just think it's hard to have the creative process be so influenced by commerce and advertising and people wanting to be something bigger than they are. Be what you are, dude. I think like my journey so far has been like an embrace of like the Tampa Bay comedy scene, the St. Pete comedy scene. Like, can I be a major figure in this scene and see how that operates for me as a stand-up comic? So what do? You perform well at shows, you get in at the clubs, you try to run your own shows, you try to build your own community, and you build your own spaces. And I think that gives you a lot of opportunity to be able to be in control and conscious of the things that you're doing before you sell it out to someone else who thinks they know what's best. And then what are you doing? You're losing little aspects of your show where you have control. Of course, you can't be everywhere at once. You can't be on every phone call. You can't be figuring every element out when things get big. But I just think like intentions are strange right now.
Intentions are strange, and one of those intentions, I don't know if you've been following this news story, but Candace Owens started a lawsuit against the Prime Minister of France's wife.
He has an old wife.
Saying that she is a man. And I guess she's not dropping this lawsuit. It's, first of all, I didn't know you could sue someone because they look fucking disgusting.
Why are you suing someone because you like what harm is being caused by this woman saying she's a woman.
So,
why do you sue her for that?
Because it's like a hidden
Candace is
thing.
odd, dude. Candace is an odd duck.
She is. Listen,
she just kind of jumps from topic to topic. There was like a 6-month period where she was like a flat earther, just because I think she was like, well, what can I do now? And it's like, this is like, Candace, like, this doesn't matter. This is like, okay, I don't care if the fucking French prime minister is married to a trans woman.
Yeah. Well, like, here's the thing: it's like it would be interesting if she wasn't a woman. That would be, sure, it would be interesting, but what does it serve, you know? But now they're at the phase where this has gone so far that they actually want Brigitte Macron to produce nude photographs of herself to prove that she's a woman, which I think is, first of all, there's plenty of ways you can prove someone is a woman. How about this?
Have her drive.
Have her drive a car. Put her on stage for stand-up. Maybe
ask her to apologize and see her look confused for 10 minutes and then kind of just make you apologize again. There's plenty of ways.
There's plenty of ways that science backs. It's almost like this is the least legitimate way. I've seen tits on myself. I've seen tits
Here's
on other
how you
people.
could prove if Brigitte
I think it's
Brigitte is a woman or not. Here's what you do. One day, you buy her Chipotle when you go to Chipotle. And then next time she goes to Chipotle, if she doesn't bring you anything and only buys for herself, that's a woman.
That's right.
But if she buys you one, then you're like, this could be a guy. This could be a
this
guy.
Could be a
Very
guy.
thoughtful behavior. A little bit of guilt in those eyes. That could be a man.
And that's, by the way, that's the same logic I use when I'm on a date and I see a girl being like, I'll split the check. It's never, I didn't nail it on this date. It's, wait a minute, am I dating a fucking dude right now?
Am I about to see some hanging dong?
Am I about to kiss some dong later? It's so crazy. I do love that this is a part of the world. I love that we've gotten to the point. France.
I love that France.
I love that France didn't completely crumble. Much like a nice Parmesan.
And then like they like dated later, and that's why she's like 70 years older than him.
I guess. I never even like really it doesn't make sense because he is like kind of a strapping, well-spoken young man, you know. And she, you know, she doesn't look bad. She looks like Jill Biden, you know. She doesn't look like a man at all. Ladies and gentlemen, Brigitte.
Unfortunately, guys, I hate to do it to you.
I know.
But that's actually what she kind of
That's Brigitte Macron.
Whoops.
And now are you going to force that poor little monkey to drop clam on the Instagram?
Yeah. I'm putting that on your headstone when you die.
So what happens if she is a woman? I'm not even saying like if she isn't, sure, let chaos ensue. What happens if she is a woman? Does like Candace Owens now have to pay? Like, I think Candace Owens should have to turn into a man. I think that should be the rule.
Punishment fits the crime.
Exactly. An eye for an eye. We are in those times. I think you should have to.
Owen Candace.
Owen Benjamin Candace.
Owen Benjamin Candace Dick.
Yeah, Candace Pussy Queef.
Yeah, Candace. I'm looking for Candace. Candace Pussy Queef.
It's like there has to be some kind of it shouldn't just be a lump sum of money. It should be like a public shaming and embarrassment, because calling someone out for being the opposite sex, especially when they're in like a place of power like this, it's like come on, guys.
What if Brigitte comes to America and she gets like a southern like Georgian lawyer, and like Candace has like her like buttoned up like lawyer staff, and they're in the court. Your Honor, if my client is not a woman, then perhaps
then why does she take 45 minutes to get ready to go out to
Your Honor,
to a Little Caesars pizzeria?
Your Honor,
Your Honor,
Your Honor, I do declare my client is perhaps a woman. Did you see the carnage left behind by her drive into the courtroom today? Your Honor, if my client is not a woman, then perhaps you would like to investigate her purse, which includes mostly things you don't need to bring with you every day. If my client was a man, perhaps that purse would include things like a gun, gum, and maybe her wallet. Brigitte's purse, mostly different various types of creams and oils. Yeah. I do declare.
And you could argue that, like, for a lady like of this age, that creams and oils men would be taking the same thing there. But
Sure.
I mean, it's just it's funny. I think it's funny. We don't even need to read.
Your Honor, if my client is not technically biologically a woman, then why does she always make brunch plans that never follow through? Your Honor, why is my client always disappointed by things she never truly attempted to pursue? Perhaps a career in music or singing that she never actually even picked up a guitar for.
Your Honor, if my client is a man, why does she always pose crazy hypotheticals to me in moments that don't seem relevant at all?
Your Honor, why does if my client is not a woman, then why perhaps doth she propose hypotheticals and get mad at my answers for them?
Oh, by the way, guys, Bill Ding is here. Bill, we haven't talked to Bill in a little bit. Just want to say hi. Bill, how you doing over there?
No.
All right. Well, thank you, Bill. Do you have anything to say about Brigitte Macron?
Maybe.
Like, do you have something to say? Because if you have anything, this is your chance. You get one chance every episode to speak, and this is it. So, do you have anything you'd like to say?
Yes.
All right. Well, what is it?
No.
Bill Ding, everyone. Thank you.
You like my new sunglasses?
I do. James showed up to the News from Bed studio today, as Travis Scott would describe as off a bean. He said you had 6 hot toddies,
11 Brigitte Macron.
You should sell we should sell a drink at the next Late Night Live called a Brigitte Macron.
Yeah, and it's rosé and PBR.
Yeah,
and you can't tell if it's a man drink or a woman drink.
Yeah, or we'll just say it's rosé, but it is PBR.
PBR is the rosé of men.
That's true.
Dude, so I found these sunglasses on the ground.
Really?
I picked them up.
And those are like the $1 million shades?
These are Cartier sunglasses I found on the ground.
Wow.
I looked them up. The same style sells new for $1,300.
That's crazy.
Bit short from $1 million, but yeah. And so I was like, shit, like I'm not about to wear these women's Cartier sunglasses around town. I'm going to go to the pawn shop and see if I can get some cash for them. So I go to 3 pawn shops. They all say no. Have you ever been to a pawn shop?
I've never been.
It's a nightmare, dude. I was like waiting in line for the pawn shop, and people just walk into the pawn shop. They'll put like a piece of garbage they found on the side of the road, and the guy's like, $20. And then they hands up $20, and the guy walks out. This guy walked in ahead of me at one of the pawn shops. He was wearing shoes with holes so that like they look like flip flops. Like he had like what looked like boat shoes on, but they were so worn that you could see his toes. He had a pair of white like low top Jordan looking shoes, and he put those on the counter, and they gave him like $40 for them. It was like, dude, you had the solution in your hand. You're not even wearing shoes. And
yeah, $40. Those are nicer than $40 shoes.
Exactly. These are the types of people that operate at pawn shops.
You know what's funny? You go to a pawn shop. Only thing you can't buy a fucking pawn. That's what Jimmy Kimmel is missing.
I wish it was at Jimmy
so
Kimmel.
They didn't let you. They didn't. What
so
happened?
I guess if you have designer level sunnies or any sort of designer level bag or like designer jewelry, they have to pay a licensing fee to the designer and to the company to be able to be a reseller.
Interesting.
And so I went to 3, and the third one was like the only shop around here that will buy this from you is the one that's willing to buy something that's a designer, which is this other one. So I go to the 4th pawn shop. This is all Wednesday, a couple days ago. And I go, hey, I'm trying to sell these sunglasses. Just curious, like if you're interested or if you'd like to buy them. And he picks them, and he's like, yeah, we would buy these. And so he takes pictures of the lenses, and he takes pictures of like the little serial numbers and stuff. And he's like on his computer for like 15 minutes. And he's looking, and he brings me over, and he was like, these are fake.
That's a lie. That's definitely a lie.
So he like shows me a lot of evidence of why they're fake. Like the thing where it's like the serial number, the copyright symbol, and then the logo for the company. And on the real pair of these, it's in a different order.
Oh.
And like it has all the stuff on it. It has serial numbers and shit. But the guy there, he's like, first of all, Cartier is the most faked brand, I guess. So you can't even send them back to Cartier to have them verified if they're real or not because the fakes are so good you can't tell.
Interesting.
And he was like, these would retail, I could give you $700 for them if they were real, but they're not real, so I'll give you $20.
Interesting.
And I was like, I'd rather just keep the sunglasses.
Yeah, News from Bed could use them.
Yeah, so that's my sunglasses.
Those are women's sunglasses? They don't look like women's. They look like...
I wear them.
Hot guy sunglasses.
Yo, Honor, if my client is a woman, then why does she look so bad in those men's Cartiers? I do declare, ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
I'm interested to see, because like I haven't seen any evidence that she could be a man. Let's take a look.
Yeah, Bridget McCrone penis.
I just want to see some pictures of her.
It's funny John has the same last name as the French Prime Minister.
That is
spelled
pretty
different.
Funny.
Macron.
Is there any here?
She's just old. I don't know why Candace is taking
old.
this
Yeah,
on.
she doesn't look like a man at all. Like, is this supposed to be? No, it doesn't look like a man. She looks gorgeous in this.
Regular Jill Biden.
How about Candace Owens? Stop calling women men when they're hotter than my mom.
Oh, is my mom a man?
Is my mom a man? Am I product of gay? I hope not. That's like crazy. Okay, maybe this one. No, she always looks a little dolled up, but could a man ever look at a French man that way? I don't think so. I think
she looks French fried.
She is old. It is. That's what you should sue her for, is being too old. That's like more. There's more legality in that.
Because there's this whole theory that like these people get into politics and they get selected to be world leaders, and then they give them a trans partner because they're like
to like silence
gay.
them.
Yeah, in a way, or it's like just dirt on them or something, or they're like secretly gay. But you can be gay if you have like your partner present as a female publicly. I don't know what Candace's argument is. I mean, it'd be funny if there's like no photos of her as a child or something. Like you have no way to track if she was ever a woman. Like,
because I think like, and I don't believe this, but I think Michelle Obama looks more like a man than Brigitte Macron. But Candace would never say that.
I disagree.
Is it because of black on black crime, Candace? Does that count as a black on black crime? I never got
the Michelle is a man thing because I always thought Michelle was never manly to me.
I think it's just because she's bigger than Barack.
Is she?
Like I think like compared to Brigitte, maybe not. There's also like photos of her where like people think they can see a penis.
Well, they did that to Lady Gaga for a long time too. And there's like plenty of photos of Lady Gaga as like a beautiful
without a penis. Yeah. Do you remember there was like a documentary on Lady Gaga and she just like takes her tits out in the middle of the documentary? Do you remember that?
I do remember this.
That was like one of the coolest moments in my life.
Yeah, you said goo goo gaga.
I said
I need
gaga.
that lady milk.
Ooh, gaga, baby.
Yeah, she does think. Well, she's like doing a costume change, right?
No. She's like in an interview and she's like sunbathing. She's like outside and she just like slips out of her little bra there.
Interesting.
But
Barrick.
Yeah, I don't know. We got to stop calling people men and women because those. Remember when we got rid of those? Everyone, do we remember?
Yeah, maybe. Oh, Michelle Obama uses they them pronouns.
Yeah. And what do you have to say about that?
Mish they non-Bama.
It would be funny to like sue someone and be like, that's not a woman, that's a non-binary.
Yeah. Be honest, you're non-binary.
Honest, you're not a binary.
You sue someone into being a different gender.
Yeah. Into being genderless.
Genderless.
Your Honor, she took
I think I went to college with Jen. Genderless.
Genderless.
Mrs. Gerless.
Well, you had curlises.
She was a pretty androgynous figure. Hi, I'm Jen. Genderless. Hey, do that on SNL. Jimmy.
Every time I hear the word androgynous, I think of the guy from Teen Titans, Cyborg. I think of like androgynous and androidius. You know
what's androgynous?
I think it's just like an android.
It's like a word you made.
What is
up.
Androgynous? Just like nothing.
It means you look
just like
both
a palette.
Yeah, you're like you're I don't know. It's like not particularly male or female looking.
You're like water. What gender is water?
Cold.
Can you fuck it?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I think we're getting into we're getting into the most exciting segment.
Yeah,
of
we
the
talk shit
show
about people who
here.
are more successful than us. We called Michelle Obama a man. I think we're
ready for what's next here. I actually
What did we call this last time?
bed letters, right? Bed letters, even though they're audio based.
But
anyway, let's.
you know that Pearl Jam song?
No.
Yellow,
Oh yeah.
better.
On the freedom, on the bed. Welcome to Bed Letters, everyone. You guys have sent in.
Goes, make me cry.
He said
the guy goes, you go, make me cry.
Make me cry there.
I'm going to do that when Patty goes on a rant. I go, make me cry.
Make me cry.
He's like, Michelle Obama's a man.
You're like, make me cry.
Make me cry.
Yeah, you guys have sent in. We're now going to play your audio messages. And
1, 2, 3. I know you won't.
Me. You know I want you. Here's the first one sent in.
Oh, Paddy, Paddy, Paddy.
Oh.
You absolute fool. You think I haven't already fucked both your parents? You may be
Jesus.
dumber than I thought. I'm hunting down every last one of the people you love, and I'm going to fuck them, Detroit style.
Detroit
Dish.
style?
Cast iron.
What?
Hot. Cheesy.
Oh.
It's going to be a huge mess. And you're going to be the one cleaning it all up.
Why me?
My name is Chester May Dolly Umbrella Scoots, and I will destroy news from bed one lay at a time.
No, don't do that. Dolly, Umbrella, Chester, Scoots. Wow. Wait, who?
We have an
the-
enemy.
Yeah, that's great. Do you think
Was that Bridget McCrone?
maybe that was Brigitte Macron? That's crazy. Why would you say something like that? You fucked everyone in my life. Does that
She
mean you're
fucked
gonna
your
fuck?
parents.
She's gonna fuck you.
She
then?
fucked your parents Detroit style.
Detroit style, which is
What does that mean?
With-
Abandoned?
in a deep dish.
Yeah, what does that mean? Failure style?
Yeah, with auto parts.
Yeah.
With a muffler.
Yeah, Eminem style. Marshall Mathers style. fucking
That's like
parents.
very. That's very
threatening.
unnerving for me to hear.
I guess we have a threatening presence out there who got the email. It's-
Yeah.
I don't know how you're going to destroy the show by having sex with people, but
yeah, I mean,
I'd love to see you try.
I mean, I wouldn't. It's upsetting to hear that my parents have had sex with anyone other than each other.
Paddy.
Yeah, she was kind of sex. I understand why people have sex with her. But what is Detroit style?
She said it. Deep dish.
Interesting.
In a cast iron. Cheesy. So I don't know what that means.
So it's like a pizza?
Yeah, or maybe it's got some smegma involved.
I can only hope that means she didn't have sex with my parents.
Yeah, maybe
she actually
just
doesn't
ate
know.
a pizza with them. Maybe she thinks sex is eating a za.
Maybe.
You ever have Detroit style pizza?
I haven't. I refuse to. As a New York born and raised, I can only eat Neapolitan. Okay, well, thank you for sending that in.
Hey, if you're going to threaten Patty, just remember what I got on me.
Yeah, fire. Let's go to the next one here.
Oh.
Hi. Hello, it's me. Booby Magoo.
Booby Magoo.
Yeah, me, Booby Magoo.
Oh. Hi,
Hey,
Booby.
hi.
I was asking a question.
Okay.
I'm about to ask a question.
Okay.
How many times do you guys brush your teeth at night? That's my question. Bye-bye, Booby Magoo.
Booby Maguku.
Okay.
Booby Maguku.
Booby Maguku. Thank you for the question.
Thanks for the question.
appreciate
How many
it.
times do we brush our teeth a night?
Just one.
Just the one.
Just the one.
And sometimes I don't even do it.
yeah, sometimes it's
I
a
just-
morning thing.
Sometimes I just go to bed and my girlfriend goes, I know you didn't brush your teeth.
Yeah, and you're like, I have
Yeah.
4 zins in. It's the same thing.
Minty fresh. It's minty fresh.
Wow. Well, thank you, Booby. That's very kind of you.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if my client is not a woman, then why does she brush her teeth twice a day?
Why is her name Booby Maguku?
She fucked all y'all Detroit style and brushes her teeth at night.
I rest my case.
I rest my
Before I
crown.
rest my case, I will brush my teeth. Wow. So far, 2 women.
2 women.
That's
the only
pretty
2
good.
women, I guess, that listen to the podcast.
Yeah,
Hi,
you-
it's me, Booby Magoo.
Magoo. All right. Thank you very much, Booby. We'll go to the next one here.
Oh, hello, Patty and the other one. I messed up big time this time, guys, and I'm gonna need some help.
Okay.
Ooh,
Okay.
I had the job of making dinner this week for the local firehouse. I don't have enough strength or willpower. Ooh, I'm far too scared. But I found a Paula Deen recipe for retard chili and whipped it up for the boys in red. Here's the issue. I accidentally included cumin, which I was explicitly told all of the firemen were allergic to.
Oh, man.
Now they're all dead in a hole, and my town is burning fast.
Oh,
what do I
shit.
do, guys? Ooh, ooh, mama, me.
Oh, God. Well, thank you for submitting your question. It sounds like you should call the police. I know the firefighters and police always have a rivalry.
Hey, firemen
time to put
cheat
that to
and police
bed.
beat. That's all I know.
It's time to brush your teeth and put that to bed because
Dude, let your town burn. Start buying up plots of land while it's on fire.
that's
Get
not a
the-
bad
get the
idea.
insurance cash out. Start building up your town. Maybe sell some of it to Elon for,
Yeah,
for
some
Grok AI
solar
money.
panels.
Yeah, set some shit up. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. Embrace it. Embrace the end.
You need to
guys.
turn your old problems into new solutions.
Yeah.
That's really what we're all about here.
You're gay. You like to have sex with guys, but you want to be the prime minister of France. Your old problem could be a new solution.
Could be a new
your
solution.
Wife's a man.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like he's in a rough spot, so I do sympathize with him. I mean, you knew that your entire
Right.
department was
Also, what's that
allergic
Paula
to
Deen recipe?
what was it, cumin? Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it, retard lasagna or
Restart
something?
chili. Send us over that recipe. I'd love to make it.
Yeah,
I assume it's a
sounds
lot of
good.
cans of beans and like frozen peas.
Yeah, and other gummy
crayons
bears.
and gummy bears.
Yeah.
It's more of like a pudding.
Yeah, exactly.
If chili had the consistency of pudding, I feel like that's what I'm getting from that. Yeah, dude, I don't got any advice for you. I mean, this was like a call from like, what's the date? Like 6/14. So
Yeah,
your
I-
town is flattened. So hopefully you figured it out.
Yeah, hopefully you got to a solution there.
There's a town where there was a mine explosion and everything underneath the level, like a certain like 2 feet of dirt, is like slowly just burning because it's like a coal thing. Like there's like
Really?
coal. I don't remember the story. There's like gas or coal, where basically like there was an explosion and now you can't go to this town because everything underneath the town is on fire.
Wow.
Like it's like a slow, like smoldering burn just beneath the surface of this.
So there's like
town.
no basement?
I don't even know why that you would ask that.
I just
Like the
don't
basement would
understand
like
it.
the dirt is on fire. Like the dirt is like a smoldering ember, like at the end of the night of a fire when it's not like a raging fire and it's just like that glowing ember.
Oh, maybe there's like gas coming up that's keeping it.
Yeah, and it's like continuously burning gases and coal that's coming up from this town. So if
Interesting.
you don't end up in one of those situations, perhaps you could get into some real estate.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, it's all about how you spin it. And, when you had this responsibility, you knew all of your firefighters were allergic to, what was it, cumin?
Cumin.
I don't know. You might be in some legal trouble here because you admitted to knowing that and still going forward and putting it in the lasagna. Or the chili.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. If you know what is going to kill people, don't do that thing. That's why I don't feed James a gun sandwich.
Exactly. Don't feed me a gun
sandwich. Well, thank you for sending in. Update us. Let us know what's going on.
Yeah, maybe say ooh less.
Maybe a little less so we
Don't
can
go ooh.
Yeah,
Ooh.
exactly. All right, we'll go to the next one here.
what's up, news from bed? You know what's good. You know what's chillin'. It's me.
What's up?
Anthrax, quadramillionaire.
Oh,
Thanks,
Me and my
Pantrax.
buddies all listen to your show while we're
Anthrax
shooting
quadrillion.
our guns.
Okay.
Shit. Okay.
We like to shoot our guns and listen to your show. It makes our aim better.
Okay.
Anyway, big fan of the show.
All right,
Thanks.
we got that. We got
You
that.
know what's good.
Yeah, we
what's
do.
Yeah, we know what's
We
good.
do know what's
we know
good
it's
and what's
good
happening.
for sure.
Anthrax over here
Yeah.
checking in to see what y'all guys be doing with. Tell me one time who your favorite artists are.
Ooh.
And I ain't talking like a paintbrush.
Okay.
I ain't talking like a portrait. I'm talking rap. I'm talking hip hop.
Okay.
I'm talking flip flop, swiggity biggity boo. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
Y'all know what it
I
is.
don't.
Y'all know what it do.
Yeah.
How about you give me your top 3 artists of all time? Understand?
Yep.
And I'm talking about time. I ain't talking
All right,
about
dude. All right.
Yeah.
any of that other shit.
I don't know what else you could be talking about.
Yeah.
That's it?
Okay,
Anthrax
that's it.
quadrimillionaire?
I think it's Panthrax.
I think it's Anthrax.
Okay. Well,
Anthrax?
thank you for calling in, Panthrax. Top 3 artists of all time. That's a tough one. Do you know?
Hip hop artists of all time?
I think hip hop, but I think it could extend to other music because,
Oh,
like,
God.
we're
That's
you
a
know,
tough one. I don't know, man.
that is a tough one.
Maybe don't listen to our podcast while you're shooting guns.
Yeah, even if it does make your aim better.
What if we went to a gun range and they were playing News from Bed and they were like, yeah, somehow unexplainably, it does make everyone's aim better.
What if they were just shooting at a boombox that was playing News from Bed?
Your Honor, when my client shot Charlie Kirk, he was listening to News from Bed to make his aim better. Doth they not hold any of the blame?
Does that put the blame on there? Or is it still a groin?
No. It's actually not. It's actually not.
That
Not
would-
on them at
By the
all.
way, James, that would be the best publicity we
I
could ever
guess
have.
so. I don't know. It's like Mark DeMarco was in the guy was listening to Salad Days when he was shooting up Parkland,
Really?
or he was listening to Blue Boy, and he's just firing into the
Oh,
kids. I'm not trying
God.
to be dark. I'm just saying, like, I wonder what these guys listen to,
Yeah.
or girls. There's a lot of trans shooters.
I
out
always
there.
thought it would be like, I've become so numb. You know, that kind of
Yeah.
thing.
What if it was like NPR? And in other news, there's another fire.
They listen to like reports about school shooting.
Just to hype them up.
Yeah, that's
Top 3, I don't know. I mean, I was really a big Kanye guy for a long time.
sure.
I listen. There's a personal top 3, and then there's like who you think is like an undeniable like greatest of all time. I would say the 3 rappers that probably had. I'm gonna go rappers because I can't go into all music quite yet.
Yeah.
So just to answer that initial question that I felt, I would say like the artist that I listened to is like when I first got a car, it had a CD player. I had My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, To Pimp a Butterfly, and 2014 Forest Hills Drive, and that kind of informed a lot of my path of like listening to a lot of other rap and stuff. And like I have a lot of affection for someone like MF Doom and like those kind of more like obscure artists and whatnot. But I would have to say that I wouldn't even say MF Doom is obscure anymore, but at the time it felt obscure, like back, like even like as long as like 6 or 7 years ago. But I would have to say like Kanye, J. Cole, and Kendrick Lamar are probably the 2 ones that I found in my life that like really influenced me. J. Cole not so much anymore, and Kanye not so much anymore. I don't find a lot of the stuff that they've gotten into.
You know, like
politically.
Heil Hitler. Written by Dave Blunt.
Yeah, not
That's
my
a
favorite.
funny thing.
Not my favorite. But those guys were my big ones for a long time. I don't really find myself listening to rap that much anymore, though.
Interesting. Well, I also share the Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar is probably 3 for me. Number 1 and number 2, respectively, are Kid Cudi and Wiz Khalifa. And I just got into both of them when I was in high school because it was like I was smoking weed, you know. Yeah. And I really loved both of those guys. Kid Cudi especially.
Did you ever go, I'm in the pursuit of pattiness, and I know.
I never did that. I should have done that. My band covered Mr. Rager back in the day. We're off on the adventure. And I went in the background. I was singing in the background. I went, we're off in the adventure.
Yeah.
No, I didn't do that.
Yeah,
but you would have expected
This is
that.
like, what's that song?
Yeah.
Give me the beat, boys.
Yes.
Free my soul. Whoa!
I love how you remember that.
Patty said they used to play "Give Me the Beat, Boys" and "Free My Soul," and then he was like, and all the music would go away, and it was just the drums, and we would all be singing, and Patty would be like, and he would sing "Free My Soul."
It was like on the third one, so it was like a little, the timing was good on it.
And you still do that style of tangents now in comedy?
I do, yeah. I'm always a rule of threes kind of guy. I knew that even before Natan Badalov told me that.
Yeah, too many Natan Badalov name drops on the show for a guy that I genuinely don't even really remember him. Was he a big deal to you or something?
Yeah, I always respected his comedic opinion a lot. Yeah, he gave me some of the best advice ever.
Quit.
All right. Well, thank you, Panthrax, for sending that in.
Panthrax quadridius.
We're gonna move on to the next one.
Oh yeah, what's up, y'all? It's me, Panthrax quadridius.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spio.
What is he saying? Spile?
Spini.
Okay.
Spio. Spini.
Okay.
Pretty terrifying.
Yeah.
It's so loud.
I know.
All right. Oh.
All right.
How it feels to chew 5 gum.
All right. Well, I don't know.
I can't even answer that.
There's
That
no
was
question.
weird.
That was just, I don't know
Thanks
what that
for sharing.
was.
I feel strange.
Yeah, thank you, whoever that was. We're going to go ahead to the next one here. Try to forget what we just listened to.
This is a great day here on the golf course, guys.
Ooh.
Lots of lesbians roaming the field and running on all fours while eating grass and bugs. It's actually quite terrifying to see so many short-haired women roaming so freely, and it makes me uncomfortable. What's your favourite kind of gum?
Wow. Okay. That's
Hey,
you
guys.
really distracted us with the first half of that.
How it feels to chew 5 gum.
So it's a golf announcer who's witnessing lesbians running around eating grass and bugs
On all fours.
on all fours. Maybe the chewing was like that kind of was like, oh,
Like
maybe
chewing cud.
chewing cud.
What's your favorite kind of gum,
What's
dude?
your favorite kind of cud? My favorite kind of gum is 5 gum. I mean, it's funny that you mentioned that.
No, I was a big 5 gum kid.
5 gum is great. It lasts.
Those commercials
a long time.
got me. I was like a dystopian future where gum makes you experience.
Yeah, because it's funny because gum rhymes with cum, which is just on its own 2 legs is funny. But then you see those videos and it looks like a guy's coming. It
Yeah.
looks like the woman is
Looks
coming.
like he's getting his cloaca tickled.
That's right. Which, by the way, maybe that's what Brigitte Corona...
Yeah, she has a cloaca.
Corona-
Maybe she's a bird.
Maybe she's a bird. And who wins in that lawsuit? Danny DeVito? Yeah, 5 gum.
An
5 gum is where it's
ostrich.
at.
An ostrich wins.
Brigitte, or what was it? Did that guy have a name? I don't think he said a name.
Nope.
He was a golf announcer.
It's just a great day here at the golf course. Lesbians are running around the field on all fours, eating grass and bugs.
Yeah, cool. Thank you for sending that in.
I guess cool. That's a weird way to say it.
I appreciate all walks of life coming in here.
Short women, ethereal moaning beings.
Yeah, black guys
Named Panthrax.
who are trying to shoot guns. Yeah, that's all
interesting. Well, thanks for sharing.
Thank you for sharing in. And we got one more here. This is the last one sent in.
What was that one's name? Booby Shoes?
Oh, Booby Magoo. Booby Magoo. yeah.
Booby Magoo.
Booby Magoo. All right, here we go. Here's the last one. Enjoy.
Hey, what's up, news from bed? You know what's good.
That's
you know what's
That's
good.
not the
It's
one.
me.
Panthrax.
Okay, Panthrax.
Quadramillionaire.
Yeah, it's
why'd
not.
you call
It's not
again?
supposed to be Panthrax. Maybe.
Hey, what's up? It's me, Panthrax.
Huh. I wonder.
Hey, what's up? It's me, Panthrax, Quadramillionaire.
Oh, I thought there was a different one. There should have been a different one.
There's no other one?
There's no other one, and it looks like it was deleted. So
Very nice.
very nice. Well, anyway, that was what we have for you today. Thank you for sending all of those in.
Yeah, please email us your questions. or
Yeah,
your
send us your
opinions.
questions. Send us,
Your
what little
theories about which
inquiries.
world leaders' wives are or aren't women.
Correct.
Send us anything, really.
Yeah. And we'll be happy to play them on the show. We'll be happy to discuss them. Join us over on the Patreon, patreon.com/news from bed. We started a little duel with some other bed-based podcasts.
Oh, do you think we have any follow-ups to those?
I checked in. They are not addressing us. So maybe we'll have to follow up. Maybe we'll have to give them a little more incentive. But yeah, you can find all that fun stuff at the Patreon. We watched Jaws last week. You can watch along. They let us
next month we'll watch another movie.
Yeah, they let us post the entire movie of Jaws. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do some more watch.
Yeah, you could pay $5 to rent it on Amazon, or pay $3 to have me and Patty talk over it on our Patreon.
Exactly, and happen to forget to record the first 5 minutes. But all you got to know.
Was that me or you though that did that?
That was me.
Oh, okay. Just so there isn't an us. There.
Yeah. All you got to know about the first 5 minutes of Jaws is a lady gets bit by a shark. You could have figured that out by just looking at the title artwork. But anyway, we'll see you over there. If not, we'll see you next week. Have a good one. Panthrax, Booby Magoo, all of our fans. Thank you, and good night.